Ever get confused by domain expansions or wonder what a black flash actually is? Jujutsu Kaisen has one of the coolest power systems out there, but it can get a little tricky. Today, we're breaking down the entire JJK power system into a simple guide so you'll never be lost again. Everything in the world of Jujutsu Kaisen starts with one thing: cursed energy. It's a power source born from all the negative emotions that leak out of humans: fear, anger, jealousy, you name it. It's like electricity. It's invisible, it's flowing everywhere, but only certain people, Jujutsu sorcerers, can actually plug into that greed and use it. Regular people can't control it, and when enough of their negative energy pools in one place, like a school or a hospital, it can give birth to a cursed spirit. These are the monsters of the JJK world, and they're ranked in grades. You have your weak grade for curses, all the way up to the city-destroying special grade curses. Sometimes, when a particularly powerful curse is defeated, its essence can remain in the world as a cursed object, like Sukuna's fingers, which are indestructible and continue to radiate immense cursed energy. So where does that leave humanity? That's the fundamental difference. Sorcerers can see these curses and have learned to harness cursed energy to fight back. Everyone else is just producing the fuel for these monsters without even knowing it. So if cursed energy is the electricity, then a cursed technique is the appliance you plug in. It's how a sorcerer actually uses that energy to do something cool. The most common type is an innate technique. This is a unique ability that a sorcerer is born with. It's practically engraved into their soul. Megumi's 10 Shadows technique, Gojo's limitless, Toge Inumaki's cursed speech. These are all abilities they were born with and can't be taught. Then we have barrier techniques. This is a more general skill that many sorcerers can learn. These techniques create separate spaces with specific rules. This can be as simple as a curtain to hide Jujutsu activity from regular people, or as complex as a simple domain, which is a small barrier around the user designed to neutralize the guaranteed hit effect of a more powerful domain expansion. It's a vital defensive tool. Another advanced skill is domain amplification. Instead of creating a barrier, the user cloaks their body in a thin layer of their own domain. This neutralizes the guaranteed hit effect of any domain they enter, allowing them to touch and attack the user directly. The major drawback is that a sorcerer can't use their own innate technique while domain amplification is active, forcing them to rely on physical combat. And finally, you have cursed tools. These are weapons that are infused with cursed energy, allowing even someone with little to no energy of their own, like Maki, to fight and exorcise cursed spirits. These also have grades, and special grade cursed tools have their own powerful techniques, like the inverted spear of heaven, which can nullify any cursed technique it touches. Okay, now for the big one, the pinnacle of Jujutsu or domain expansion. When a sorcerer, often using a unique hand sign, expands their domain, they use their cursed energy to build their innate technique into a physical space around their opponent. The truly broken part is that inside the domain, the sorcerer's attacks are guaranteed to hit. Aiming becomes irrelevant. The attack is embedded in the domain itself. When Gojo traps someone in unlimited void, they're hit with an infinite amount of information. If two sorcerers expand their domains at the same time, the more refined and powerful domain will win out. However, not all domains are the same. Sukuna's Malevolent Shrine is considered a divine technique because it's an open barrier domain. He doesn't close the barrier, instead creating a binding vow to allow an escape route, which massively increases the domain's effective range to a staggering 200 meters. Okay, so beyond the basics, there are a few more rules that govern Jujutsu. First, and most importantly, are binding vows. This is a pact a sorcerer can make with themselves or with others. By placing a restriction on themselves, they can gain a massive boost in power. A great example is Nanami's over time. By restricting how much power he uses during his normal working hours, he can unleash a huge amount of cursed energy once he goes into overtime. It's a system of risk and reward. A similar concept is a heavenly restriction. This is a pact placed on a sorcerer's body at birth, creating a trade-off. In exchange for sacrificing one faculty, their body is enhanced in another. The most famous examples are Maki and Toji Fushiguro, because they were born with incredibly low, or even zero, cursed energy. Their bodies were granted superhuman physical abilities in return. But the trade can also work the other way. Take Kokichi Muter, also known as Mekamaru. He was born with an incredibly frail and sickly body, but in exchange, he was blessed with vast amounts of cursed energy and the ability to control his puppets from an incredible distance. Next is Reverse Cursed Technique, or RCT. It's an incredibly rare and difficult skill. Sorcerers take to sources of negative cursed energy and multiply them together to create positive energy. This positive energy is the only thing that can be used to heal human bodies, which is something normal cursed energy can't do. And then there's the famous Black Flash. The easiest way to think of this is like a critical hit, and it's not a technique you can just decide to use. It happens when a sorcerer applies their cursed energy to a physical hit within 1/1,000,000th of a second of impact. When it connects, the energy flashes black, and the hit's power is amplified to the power of 2.5. It requires incredible concentration, and landing one puts a sorcerer in the zone, making it easier for them to access the core of their power. So to recap, cursed energy is the fuel born from negative emotions. Cursed techniques are the ways sorcerers use that fuel. Binding vows are pacts that amplify power, and a domain expansion is a sorcerer's ultimate expression of their technique. It's an amazing system that allows for so much creativity. And if this guide helped you out, make sure to subscribe for more videos like this. That's it for today.